The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
A man, is it the power in his hands? Is it his quest for glory? Give it all you got to fight to the top, so we can know your story. Now you're a man, a man, man, man. Now you're a man, a mounty, mounty, man, a man, man, man. You are now a man, you're a man. Now you're a male. Live it, live it. What makes a man? Is it the woman in his arms? Just 'cause she has big titties? Or is it the way he fights every day? No, it's probably the titties. Now you're a male. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh. Now you're a male, male. Male, 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 male. Now you're a male. M-A-N, man, 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 man. Now you're a moron.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
It's so stunning. It's so brave. So much. Stunning. Brave, 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 brave. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Brave, brave, brave. Stunning, 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 stunning. Ruins face. Brave. Oh, it's so brave. Oh. Oh, yeah. Stunning. Brave. Stunning.
Out of the sea, wish I could be.
Everybody, it's so stunning and brave. I love it. Oh my God. So wonderful. I'm so finally glad we've got a redhead. Hello, what's up, everybody? How's it going? I'm the Appalachian American. With me is all.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? It is Friday. I hope everybody's having a wonderful time.
Were you excited about that stunning and brave scene?
So excited.
Stunning.
Yeah.
I'm having to hold David back. He's so excited. I've got to hold his stunning and braveness back. David, just take a chill. Here it is, David the Applegate.
I was so excited. It really represents real redheads. We're so represented.
Gosh, it's so wonderful, ain't it?
Yes. And hello, fans. Welcome to Stunning and Brave. Or was it Brave and Stunning?
I don't know.
Themensroomislive.
Themensroomislive. Tapping dudes. I don't think that's his. Maybe that's his. Which one are you on?
Just the one? What do you mean? Which one am I on?
There's two of you right now.
Oh,
I remember.
I don't know what. Okay, I don't know what that's all about.
Well,
One's stunning and one's brave.
Kicking it, man. My man. Last but not least, the prime mover. He's a little late. He missed such a stunning and brave performance.
Hey, what do you get when you cross an owl and a bungee cord?
I don't know.
My ass.
Stunning and brave. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just so excited for stunning and braveness.
Golf clap for Disney, and
fantastic.
I can actually
throw him your money.
Exactly.
Prime, would you like to see what's so stunning and so brave? You want to see it, Prime? Get ready.
He's stunned.
You set?
So
stunning and brave.
Yep. Disney made a redhead.
Stunning and brave.
Just like the Arabs used to.
Oh my Lanta. We already got some people in the chat. Superfan Adam Shawhan, he says, thumbs up. Tomorrow's Deranged Lunatic's birthday. Can we get a huge at the men's room happy birthday? Happy birthday. Tommy Bunn is a pimp, even though he didn't send me the link. Hello all. Gap After Dark. Gap After Dark. Hey, Superfan. Hey, Gap. Tommy Gunn is a pimp, even though he didn't send me the link to the show. Superfan, I got in trouble with Twitter for tweeting out patriotic songs. Well, you know what? That sucks. Twitter's gay. There, I said it. What's up? What's up, Gap? How's it going? Tommy, what are you doing?
Oh, not much. What are you doing?
I'm still stuck on Stunning and Brave.
Oh yeah.
Prime missed like the opener, man. It was so funny. Are you there, Prime? My late button isn't working.
I love all these people who think Disney created The Little Mermaid. Of course, yeah. I've got a big wake-up call for you. Disney pays Denmark royalties every year for Hans Christian Andersen stories that they claim as their own.
I'd be like, no. Danish bears say, y'all niggas gonna pay up right now.
And Walt Disney infamously hired a lot of singers and songwriters for musicals and then fired them before the theatrical release, so he didn't have to pay them royalties. I think what Disney's now up to paying something like $100-something million a year in royalties, and they're so stunning and brave, they're now taking the shows off the air so they don't have to pay those royalties.
Stupid cricket button won't work. Why won't late button work? Stupid late button.
Yeah. I don't know.
I have a button. It's crickets, and it won't play.
Mind you, Disney's not the only one.
Yeah, crickets.
How much does DCO people? Well, they're up to 100 million.
I'm kind of retarded.
Oh, is he there? Prime, are you there?
I'm back.
Did you finally get hooked up to your neighbor's Wi-Fi?
No, I'm going on cellular this time.
Oh, good.
Yes.
You know what that means, don't you? That's stunning and brave.
Thank you. Stunning and brave. Who else is stunning and brave?
Look at her eyes. Look at her freaking eyes. They're so far apart.
That's stunning. That's so stunning and so brave.
They catch an actual fish.
She reminds me of a cutscene on Duke Nukem Forever.
There's a lot of people freaking out about her, like not
being redheaded. Oh yeah, they're freaking out on Twitter that they've changed the color of her hair.
Oh, I thought it was because they changed the color of her skin.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was yesterday. That was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she lives by the ocean. She should be a little bit tan, right?
Well, she's
Well,
away from
the
the
reason-
sunlight.
She lives
so
under the
should be
sea,
like-
though.
She should be like ice white.
But according to stunning and brave marine biologists, it makes sense that the skin is dark to protect her from the sun when she's out of the water.
Yeah, she's got to come up. Look at all the ships that go by. She's going to get some suntan.
Well,
know what
yeah,
I think?
because it's based on the legend of these women who'd come out of the water and go, "Here, honey, I'll take good care of you. I've got some milky."
I think you all are just so you're so eat up with her skin color. It's
That's
Well, we're now
racist.
trying- Well, let's see what will happen when we do a white mermaid, shall we?
Nazi fags.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe Biden, you're good for something. Not much. But I mean, for real, I mean, nobody's gonna watch it, right? None of y'all. Tommy, you probably
No.
watch it.
Hell
Tommy, yeah, no, Tommy will.
I think I'm gonna
For the laws.
unsubscribe to it.
Does your daughter know about it?
No,
You're not gonna teach her about it?
she can care less about Disney. She's more about YouTube. Yeah.
Wait, that still was from the Little Mermaid remake or the
Yeah.
porn version of it?
Oh,
There's a porn version of it
I did not know that.
called The Little
Was it-
Spermaid.
The little what?
The Little Spermaid.
Mermaid.
Channel Dad's finally late.
That's it.
Can you hear
Sorry,
me?
Seth's mom.
Yes, actually, we can.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
This here. Wow.
So what does that mean? All right, like you're holding on to your holster there, son?
Who, me?
Oh my gosh, my
Huh?
dad had the best meme right here. Check it out. Meanwhile, Martha's Vineyard.
Oh shit. Dude, send me that. Send that in the
will,
chat.
I
I
got
gotta
you.
share. Yes.
I got
Send
you.
me that
See
right
that?
now.
So
I
funny.
saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that last night.
I saw that all day on Twitter, man.
Well, because you're in the
Oh my God.
future.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. He is in the future.
That is incredible. Oh, share in
They're like, y'all. So y'all wetbacks better get the fuck on.
racist.
Nazi fags.
Right.
That's
They
I
are
call
so
myself. I
standing
call myself a
by
wetback.
refugees that they helped them on the plane to get back to Texas. So stunning and brave.
So
They don't want to miss their court dates.
I
Yeah, I know,
scrolled
right?
down. I scrolled down past that meme, and the next thing is a Marlin Trapper from Doomsday Tactical, and I really want this. Dude, that
Ooh.
looks so cool.
Look at the
Oh.
That is cool. I need that.
look at
Saddle gun?
I don't know.
Mhm.
yeah, I think it is.
Short barrel. It looks like a shotgun.
Yeah, short
Yeah.
barrel.
Dude,
Yeah, look at the saddle
I
gun.
could be like Terminator with that thing.
That looks tight, man. You can flip it around like like a baton and then
Terminator.
shoot.
Just beat the shit out of him.
Like, come with me if you want to leave.
Wait. You're
Oh,
talking about the
God.
Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator?
Yeah,
Yeah. What other Terminator is there?
Not the porn version.
not the porn.
Sperminator.
Prime, I do not partake in that kind of activity. That is just
I was
wrong.
just asking. I was trying to make sure.
That's just
Oh,
you
yeah.
and Leif who do that.
That
Yeah,
gun,
we're-
by the way, is in his wife's
Remember,
hand
we're old.
and in the door. Are you partaking in activities again? No, not me. No,
Not
not
me.
me.
Oh my
Shit.
Lanta.
That's why LMP's not here.
Well, that's right.
Well, he says it's sound because of sound quality, but I don't believe him. I know he's
don't
watching
think so
hentai
either.
right now.
He probably does it on purpose. He knows he gets on here, gets made fun of, and then he comes off of it and goes.
Emotional damage.
Well, I can't help it. It's a good target.
I know.
Wait. You're talking about LMP,
Yeah.
not the porn version.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
No.
LMP.
Well,
You know what? This is what guys talk about.
he does exist. He just won't come on to prove his existence.
I'm glad I took that hit before we got on.
He's watching right now. You know that, right?
Probably.
To make sure
I hate you guys. You guys suck.
I'm like, whatever. He'll make something about New York, something New York, living in New York.
Oh, I got such a good meme last night.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
You were talking about New York, right?
We swapped California and Japan. I said, can we throw in New York for Taiwan?
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Hey, so since we're all in hype of like doing race swaps for movies, here's a biopic. Ryan Gosling as George Floyd.
Oh God! Oh, I need that one too. Send me that one too.
Say his name.
Shit.
The account is drunk on tacos.
Or as Nancy Pelosi would say, George Kyle.
George Kyle. Jesus.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's Rich. That is
Rich Johnson.
Oh my gosh. Nazi fags.
Nazi fags.
That's the first new one of the night. Is the Joe Biden one.
Did you? I just sent you one. George Floyd under the knee.
Under the knee, yeah. I sent that one. I sent that to my other group chat, and man, I know they were pissed, and I didn't care. He's like, that was not.
Fired.
He's like, you're not getting an LOL from me. I was like, I don't give a shit. I made him mad. That's all that counts.
I don't know if you can see this or not, but it's a speedometer.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
Oh my God.
That's Biden's. That's on Biden's.
Nazi fags.
Segway. That's on his Segway.
Yeah. Oh gosh. I'm surprised we're still on.
Still on, yeah. YouTube. YouTube's at the plug right now, going, come on, just super glue this in. So see, they're all those soy boys, so they can't pull out a simple basic socket, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how you been, tapping dudes? Haven't seen you in a while.
I know, man. I was like, so when I heard that you were on, I was like, shit, it's been a while.
It has been.
Fucking forever. Yeah. And late too. I hadn't let's talk to him in a long ass time.
Well, it's hard to talk.
See, we're not talking. So
he just gets on here. He lurks.
You're right. Just watching.
He's a lurker.
But yeah, I'm trying to come on a little more often than I normal. Trying to get back on it.
More the merrier, buddy. More the merrier.
Yeah, man.
So I want to at least try maybe once every week or something like that. Till my work shit settles. I got some shit to deal with at home.
Well, we are on once a week, so you'll be perfect.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
There you go.
Once every other week. Just something, and maybe orientate to other ones. I know, like Etep and shit. There was one more. There was another one y'all were doing, right?
No, we haven't done.
Tony, like I want to try to get on Tony's. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
dude, I'm high right now.
Tony goes on an hour earlier than we do, but I don't think that he's on tonight, is he?
I'm not sure, but
I didn't get a notification. Let me look.
I've been wanting to get on him, talk to him.
I've been on Tony's before, but lately he hasn't taken anybody on, so I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'll message him and see what's up, and I'll be like, hey, let's do one together, you know. See what he says, because I've been wanting to get on with him.
So I wasn't on last week.
No, okay.
I was drag racing.
He's dragging.
Gay.
He's dragging. You talking about the porn version?
Wait, you did say drag racing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Pocahontas.
But we had all
Not
the way
gag.
to
You weren't doing gag facing.
Yeah.
That's the porn version.
We got all the way to the last race and lost.
Oh.
And,
Did your heel break?
Huh?
Did your heel break?
Yeah. I'm going to pull up a video here in a minute so y'all can see it.
Wait a minute. YouTube might strike it for, being porn. Just don't bring up porn, man.
Tony's taking the week off. I just messaged him. I was like, y'all not live?
Okay.
He said, nah, just taking some time off. I said, I thought it was weird. Just double check and make sure you're still alive.
Well, yeah, he's got 2 jobs. Poor bastard.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's working 2 jobs, man, at the moment, so things a bit tough for him. And that's just paid electricity bill.
Dude, get a load of this crap. All right, sir, are you guys interested in the Rings of Power by any chance?
No. Fuck that.
Let me just tell you a story about that. I told my wife I'm not watching it because it's so woke, and it's it's just trash because Doomcock said so. And but I finally realized I will watch it with her because she is interested. So you see what I did there?
Yeah.
Old Jedi mind trick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Tommy's posted.
I just found this picture, and it is a zoom in and to show what kind of Photoshop they're doing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
That is ridiculous.
So
there should be no flaws in this. They spent $1.5 billion for this thing, and you're coming up with shit like this.
Couldn't even afford it.
Yep.
That means you're gay.
I think so they could cut the sword out for the Chinese edition.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why? The Chinese not like swords?
No, the Chinese. Well, the Chinese sent it back, and they said it was problematic.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, but she's white.
Hey, Seth, share the link.
Well, I will. But what is it?
Private chat.
The last race of JJ.
Okay, well, we're talking about Rings of Power.
Yeah.
What is that? Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, it's the Lord of the Rings. It's the Amazon series, ain't it?
No, it's the fan fiction of the Lord of the Rings.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's the porn version of Lord of the Rings.
Amazon spent $1.5 billion mostly on acquiring the rights to all materials, but they don't have The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings. They have everything else. So they cannot do any storylines between a certain period of Middle-earth. So in the Second Age, they had lots of black people, and in the Third Age, they didn't. Sauron, what have you been up to? Or is it her Sauron?
Now, they can't say the names.
Maybe Sauron could see in the dark.
They can't what?
They can't say his name, though, right?
They can because it was King Sauron.
Okay.
But I think there's one character they can't say the name because he only appears in The Lord of the Rings. So
Is that Gandalf?
no.
No.
Gandalf's in everything. It's one of the kings, the later king, the king who came last or something.
Who was it?
The king who
Aragorn.
can't say his name.
They can't say his name. The king who came last.
Who was that?
Aragorn. He's the last king.
Aragorn, son of Arathorn.
Who's also the last king, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes.
You need to send that to Tony and ask him that, and
yeah.
he'll pay for that.
But all right, so what is now House of the Dragon? That's the that's
I like that so far.
Prequel.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, it's
I don't
good.
have HBO.
It goes more to the politics side of Game of Thrones.
I've heard that it's actually decent.
It's decent. Still not one you should pop in while the kids are awake.
I'll give it a 5.
It's everywhere.
Pennies.
It's everywhere.
So we are talking about the porn version.
Yes.
Yes.
Like Game of Thrones cannot touch this one.
I heard something about somebody getting their ganoonies chopped off.
Yeah, that happens.
And they fart or something.
I don't remember if they farted or not, but
that baby birth scene that was pretty brutal.
yeah, the baby birth scene, they literally tie the woman down and cut open her stomach like it was a C-section, but it was forced C-section.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cut an X right on her stomach and just filleted everything open.
They knew she was gonna die. There was no trying to save her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they just made it brutal.
They made
Just dig in the hands and the stomach kind of deal. It was like, oh. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I haven't watched it.
So what has been going on in the world of current events?
Ooh.
Let's hear some current events.
The porn version.
Let's take a break. Let's do a break. We'll watch this clip of Tommy drag racing. Well, Tommy's race team.
Yes.
Drag racing.
I don't drive.
Yeah, Tommy definitely does not drive.
Like at all.
Tommy couldn't drive if your life depended on it.
This is the race we want.
Yeah. It's JJ the Boss's wife for everybody that wants to know. And if we get claimed for this, I'm gonna punch you.
All right, here
right
we go. Here's the finals.
Nah.
JJ the Boss, arm drop, big tire.
Well, I mean, it's your race, your team's race. I mean, realistically, we could play every single inch of this, and it'd be okay. It's your content,
and you know it's safe because they've got that human retaining wall.
Yeah,
people's not supposed to be like that. That's just something that JJ the Boss does. It's only supposed to be 5 people near the track.
I'm trying to be sitting out there on the double line just so I can get a good picture of both cars launching.
This looks like a BLM or a Antifa party because they're all standing in front of the cars.
Right.
What's going on?
I mean, that's a lot of power to be like chilling, right beside it.
Yeah, I've never seen an NHRA race with some woman in front of a car.
Watch the jump she gets on us.
Oh yeah, dude, she's freaking. I wish, yeah.
And we caught up to her, but it was about 2 foot. She passed the line, but she got a good car length on her.
Was it supposed to be handicapped, or was that a screw up?
All right, so hold on. JJ the Boss likes to do his race style called Chase is a Race. All right, if Tommy's crew had just sat there, they would have won the whole thing.
Yes.
But because she jumped and they tried to run her down, she won.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's called Chase is a Race.
But see,
So-
we had traction control cut off. We had to lower the speed of the car because we couldn't get traction because it was 3:00 in the morning. There was dew all over the ground, all over the track, so we had to lower it way down. But JJ the boss was cool. He gave our team 1,000, and then he said we had to do something because we knew we couldn't beat you in speed.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you guys is your car like a pro mod?
Yeah, it's pro mod motor, but it's a steel body.
Oh, okay.
Like it was a '69 Mustang at one time.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if it was like a legit pro mod.
It's a pro mod chassis and everything, but the body is steel.
What in the world is squeaking?
Oh, that's my door.
Oh,
You need to put you some yeah. You need to put you some WD-40 on that.
No, it's fine.
That's WD-45.
That's it. That's his bootleg alarm
Shit.
system.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That's how I know people coming in the house. All I hear is this loud squeak.
It's the hillbilly alarm system.
That's it.
But it was a
The
good
what?
race.
Yeah.
They didn't get home until 5 in the morning. That we got there at 8 in the morning the day before.
Goodness.
Yeah.
That stinks. All right, so what's been today? Current events. What
Well, today the EU declared Hungary no longer a democracy. Apparently, because the Hungary will not accept open borders, they're no longer a functional democracy. And they're saying they don't want their demographics permanently altered. And Europe saying, no, you have to reflect the world, or you're not a democracy.
I want to hear about illegal aliens being flown to Martha's Vineyard.
They were bused there, if I remember correct. They were bused.
Yeah, they were bused to
flowing.
DeSantis flew 2 planes.
Yeah. Oh, DeSantis? I just know about Texas driving them up.
No.
Texas delivered 50, and Martha's Vineyard said, we're stunning and brave, we love them all, but they have to meet their court date, so we put them back on the bus straight away and sent them off. So DeSantis sent 2 more aircraft loads.
No, DeSantis. That means DeSantis. He what's it called? That means that he redid Red Dawn. He had Cubans invading America by plane again.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Basically,
Red Dawn.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you don't,
them Cubans came and invaded America.
That's right.
Because if you don't, if you haven't followed the news, 186,000 Cubans arrived through Mexico, and Biden shipped them all to Florida.
Oh,
because that's how racist he is. He thinks that all Cubans should live in Florida.
Nazi fags.
That's the only place they can live. They're allowed to live.
I like Laurie.
They can't live in Minnesota. They live in Florida.
A busload of immigrants show up in Chicago, and she puts out a news conference saying it's cruel to bus them to
Nah, he
Chicago.
sounds fun to me.
Oh my god! So it's cool to send people to Chicago, folks.
Do more of it, Daddy. Do more.
Yeah. Daddy DeSantis is now polling at 54% nationally compared to Joe at 46.
And his dick got 3 inches bigger by doing this.
Hey,
Tell
so
you,
do
they
y'all
won't
know?
report that.
Do
Except
y'all
on
know what
foreign news.
happened? Do y'all know what happened with all the immigrants that went to Kamala's house?
What?
They
happened?
were put
No.
into shelters outside of DC.
Okay, I was wondering.
They moved them, but they didn't. But the mayor has asked for emergency funding to have them trained back to Texas.
Yeah, because they have to get their court dates.
But it's a federal court.
Yeah.
And also, isn't Amtrak going on strike?
There's a lot of union stuff going on strike, but I mean,
Yeah.
who likes
Now-
unions anyway?
Well, the teachers apparently want to cut in how much they pay unions. So the unions may go on strike.
Can't go on strike here. They can, but they can't just do a walkout.
No, they can if they give notice. They don't strike during what they call necessary work hours. There are rules. They can still strike, but
Yeah. They can't.
No,
If they miss a day of work, they can be
no
fired.
pay.
No pay.
I thought it was second day.
Huh?
I thought so. I thought the courts ruled it has to be on the second day. They have to be given a return to work order.
Second day.
Yeah.
Let me just clarify this. If that son of a bitch Reagan was in there and anyone took a day off, he'd fire them all and rehire new people, as he did with the air controllers back in the day.
And it worked.
You know how many Fs he gave? None.
And do you know how many people striked after that?
None. Goose egg. That's how
Yeah.
Reagan handled it.
The problem is the system likes chaos. It's full of anarchists.
Yeah.
And they like changing things for the sake of changing things.
Did you hear what they told active military about wanting more money?
Yeah, that was low.
They told them to apply for food stamps.
Yep.
Did you hear that CNN has turned against Amazon?
No, what do you mean?
Apparently, CNN is now supporting Capital One Shopping, a shopping group that finds you the best prices, and they're saying Amazon is no longer the best price. Because as you know, CNN propped up Amazon for a long time on CNN Business, saying what a wonderful company they are, how they're growing. But Amazon's growing on government money, not investor money, government money, through subsidies and government contracts for the last 20 years, since they pretty much started. And now that they're losing money, they can't afford advertising on CNN anymore. So CNN is just saying, oh, shit, we're going to advertise your competition.
Didn't Don Lemon get kicked off of a show?
Yeah, he lost his primetime slot.
That's what I thought.
And he's getting shifted to the morning with another person.
They were two women. They changed it.
Is that going to be like a promotion or what?
Oh, he's going to try and be the man in the middle to counter outnumbered on Fox. You know how they get the woman of color there in the middle. He's going to be the woman of color in the middle.
Well, good for him.
He'll be the woman of color in the middle. So let's get back to the story about the military. This is a little distressing to me.
Which story? The food stamps?
They're telling the military to go get food stamps so they can cover their food bill. I mean, that goes against the contract they made with these soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines.
Yeah, you do.
What kind of contract? I'm sorry, I'm not familiar. So, what kind of contract are you talking about?
When you sign up, you're basically signing a contract between you and that military branch, that service, that they will feed you, house you, take care of you, because then, in essence, you become property of the U.S. government.
Yeah, you sign away the majority of your rights in return for certain services provided without question.
Well,
it was supposed to be without question.
But does that include though? I think what they're saying is they're wanting more money for when they go home.
No, they're talking about base housing. No, what's happened is on the base, you get discounted rent now. It's not free anymore. A lot of things aren't free anymore in the military. In the last 10 years, costs have risen so much that they've started charging the military rent.
Oh, shit.
But it comes out of your pay. Let's say if you're assigned to a ship, because I have a friend of mine that is in this same situation, he doesn't get any money for living out in town, which is called basic allowance for subsistence. So they move him into government quarters. He gets a stipend, which is much less than the one that they would give you out in town. And he gets meal money, which he can do whatever he wants. He can eat at the chow hall. He can go buy groceries, all these things. And these guys are not able to have ends meet. So they're saying, go apply for food stamps, which is utterly an abomination.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it really is.
These guys are fighting for your country, whether they're actively fighting or not, but they have signed up to put their lives on the line, and you're treating them worse than these people that are border crossers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just crazy.
It's more of the Democrats' America Last policy.
And now the Marines, because they're the smallest service, they're having to bring back people that they kicked out because of the vaccine. I know a guy personally who decided not to get the vaccine, and they rode his ass for 2 months before they gave him a bad conduct discharge. That's what he got. So he lost his benefits with the VA. He has to reapply for them, and maybe they'll give it to him or not. But this guy came out with nothing. And
that
because
crazy.
he denied the Pope.
Because they're stunning and brave.
I told him that. I said, dude, this is the hill you died on, and I'm happy for you, but I'm again worried for you. Because he had to move back with his parents, and I know he feels the sting of that, but he's trying to keep a good, positive attitude about it.
Yeah.
Well, what should he have done? Take the jab?
I said no. I told him I'm proud he didn't do it.
Okay.
Yeah. He's worried about him going back. What will they do to him?
Well, they're luring him in with,
money.
we'll accept religious exemptions. Now they're starting to accept it because they found out they kicked out too many people in one big gulp, and they're going to suffer on the front where if they have to go to war, they don't have enough people because they're kicking out
not just
people.
manpower, it's the specialists as well.
Yes.
They don't have the technical specialists right now to man some of the systems that they're not allowed to talk about in public.
Right.
Because there's certain naval warfare systems and certain offshore platforms that the average citizen, is not allowed to know about.
Right. That's why I didn't get into that.
But those people decided to protest first because they knew the government couldn't talk about them.
Yeah, and the Navy just lost a lawsuit over the jabs recently too.
Yes, it was to the Technical Specialist Division, who said it interfered with their because anything that impairs even slightly their health puts their career at risk.
Yeah, it's also against several conventions and laws.
Right.
Well, that too. But they wanted on the technical.
Nuremberg 2 happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Nuremberg argument has failed in court because the judge struck it down as non-evidence because it's outside his jurisdiction.
But the Army's done this for decades. They they'll go jab a bunch of soldiers with some. They did this with what was the
Anthrax?
Anthrax, yeah, and they lost that lawsuit too. You just got to find the right. There's lawyers out there that will do this, and
No, it wasn't. It wasn't it wasn't a vaccine reaction. It was Gulf War syndrome.
oh yeah,
Good. We'll see you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you for that instead, idiots.
It's just ridiculous.
I just now saw the chat there with Shawhan's uncle. I guess is happy birthday. Is that tomorrow?
Yeah, I already wished him happy birthday.
Yeah, sorry, I just saw that in the chat. I don't know if he's still listening.
Yeah.
The big show's on tonight too, so some of our listeners are over there.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know why it was on tonight, but I just know it was.
Something about traveling. They had to move back.
Yeah.
Or they went back to.
Speaking of traveling, you and Tommy got to start some kind of campaign between the interstate between just south of Salem and just north of Roanoke. Just blow it all up and start over. There's no fixing it.
Dude, it's so bad.
Oh, God.
It is a nightmare. But we're in the beginning stages of it. So, I mean, like, it should be done maybe in 3 years or so.
By the time it gets done, it'll be inadequate.
Probably.
Yeah, well,
What are there dead bodies on the road? What's going on?
Yeah,
it's just all under there. When they first built the
there's construction
81,
and people
it's all
don't know where they're
construction.
going, and there's accidents constantly in the construction.
Yeah. Well,
Waze took me around it, but I was like, it was ridiculous. Now, south of that, it's because America hasn't figured out that allowing trucks to pass in a mountainous, hilly area is where there's only 2 lanes is stupid. But
well,
when you hit that
when they
section,
made 81, they had the idea, let's build it 3 lanes, and they said nah, because we won't get that much traffic.
You gotta pay $15 on your renewal.
All right. Well, when did they build 580? Was it 581 that goes into Roanoke?
Fees.
Yeah, 581.
Yeah. So I like that they didn't do like what they did in Cincinnati, where they were like, "Hey, let's take 3 interstates through downtown. That'll be fine."
Change for highway use fees.
So, did y'all hear what Virginia's doing with the highway use fees?
No.
It's $15 extra on your tags.
That's at least what it was for my parents.
So you're getting no new taxes.
Well, is that going to mean they're going to finally fix all of the rest areas instead of being porta potties?
Probably
like they have
not.
for the last 10 years.
No, they're just going to end up in the public service is just going to turn around and say, "Oh, you can give us that pay rise you've been putting off for 3 years."
Yeah, they're just going to pocket it probably.
Yeah, it's been more than it's been at least 10 years. And these places have said, oh, pardon our mess, we're whatever, and they've had porta potties and they've gotten fancier that they're air conditioned, and I'm thinking that's apparently the permanent solution. But it's amazing. I'm like, you guys have been at this for 10 years and you haven't finished a single one. So anyway, go ahead with whatever. My rant's over. You can go back
That's
to
what you
your
get.
regular
Which
That's
prime
what you
I
mover?
did it twice.
Which one do you want to keep on? Keep the other one?
Let's keep on the one on the left.
Okay.
Oh,
There we go.
Tap hasn't come back.
Are you for real talking or are you roboting?
I think he's messing with you.
He's messing with us.
Yeah.
That's us talking.
So 20% of China has just gone into lockdown.
Oh, wonderful.
Again?
2,200 years of oppression. They don't know anything else other than beat me harder.
Okay.
What did they make a new Winnie the Pooh movie?
That
Oh,
was
that's a
funny.
good one.
That was a good one.
That was good. Though Xi Jinping is about to be elected third premier, and he's decided to celebrate by locking most of the country down, because he's afraid of them not voting him in. He's holding the districts that aren't supporting him hostage. So the leaders of these districts won't vote him back in. He'll keep the citizens locked down, which is causing huge losses in revenue for those districts.
Well, that seems
But
like a solid plan. Just jail your political enemies. Oh wait,
they're already
talking
doing
about
that.
China, right?
I think
It
you learned
doesn't-
it from, yeah.
Just because they're a one-party state doesn't mean number two doesn't want to be number one.
That's true, but I thought we were talking about
USA, yeah,
current events in our country.
yeah, we don't talk about that. But yeah, I'm sure Joe's thinking, how can I do this coming into the midterms?
You don't worry, we send you playbook.
Yeah.
Just don't worry about it, Joe. We got your back.
Yes. Now it came out yesterday that, and it hasn't become widespread news, but a China Watch group has exposed that Antifa and the pro-abortion groups have been funded through the Confucius Center. And if everybody doesn't know who the Confucius Center is, it's the money laundering scheme for the Chinese government that started way back giving money through Tibetan monks to the Clinton campaign.
Didn't they also
Charlie
build
Tree.
schools like universities?
Yes.
Yeah,
Under
these were
the
the
guys doing
Go ahead.
doing the laundering under the guise of having a school.
Yes. It's
Better
a school that only has communist Chinese party officials as students.
Right. Let's party.
And the students only attend Ivy League schools. So how can they have a school? They attend to schools, but one of them doesn't have classes. It's basically, money laundering scheme.
Yeah. But then again, the man's going to make a comeback.
Well, Hunter's gone to court saying that he can't afford child support. Just cut one of your hookers out. You can pay my child support too.
That's
I don't know
right.
how much he spends on hookers.
Cut out hooker number 27 and you'll be able to make it.
Cut out hooker number 26 and you can send sex kids to college.
Boom. See, this is what men talk about.
Yes, we do.
I mean, his snot rockets get 75 grand. I wish mine did.
Yeah.
So what else? What else we got to talk about?
So, Big Bri, how's the new homestead coming along?
Well, we lost a chicken this week.
Oh no.
So I don't know if it was on my watch or what exactly happened, but before I left for Richmond, I separated them and tried to get her to eat some stuff. Tried to get her to eat an egg yolk, actually, an egg. And I thought, when I left, I thought, well, she's got a chance, but yeah, by the next day, she was gone. So the lady that we had feeding them, she's like, "What do I do?" So we called the guy that used to own the house and had him come take care of it. I mean, he raises. I don't know if he's ever done chickens, but I know he's got. He raises some beef cattle of his own too. He does some light farming on the side. He has an excavation business too, so he can get rid of the chicken in a deep hole somewhere. The problem is disposing of it quickly so it doesn't stink up everything, and you've got to dispose of it properly or you're going to attract predators.
Yeah.
I have learned that there are bobcat around here. They're hard to spot. There's some of that stuff that people only see on trail cams because they're a bit skittish, but
they know that, they know people are armed.
Oh yeah. It's Tap and Die. It's too bad he's not here. Yeah, he would fit in with this crowd up here other than he talks funny. Because because it's East Tennessee, not Texas. But yeah, no, it's coming along. My wife's in Richmond dealing with stuff from her mom, and hopefully we come back soon. But kind of getting, we're trying to see what's going to happen. The days are getting quite shorter quite quickly. So it is different since we're only at 2,500 feet. It's we're kind of in between, right? So we're not as warm, but we're not as cold. So.
The Armistice the launch of the Armistice has been scrapped for a second time. They are going to retest the rocket systems, find out what's wrong. Or even though they've repaired the leak, apparently their boards are still flashing red. They're trying to find out what's gone wrong, and they may take off on Wednesday, September 28th.
So what is that?
That's the mission to send a robot to the moon.
Oh.
They're surveying the moon for a moon mission.
Oh, didn't the Chinese just land in?
Yeah.
You're echoing.
Hello. LMB never knows how to just put headphones in.
Solid Metal Pro.
Simp.
Wait. Do my eyes deceive me? Is that who I think it is?
You missed Tap and Die.
I talk to him every day.
Tap and Die. Tap and Die was here.
Yeah, you missed Tap and Die. He was here for a little while.
Hey, you guys remember? Hey, Channel Dad, you remember this, Dylan? Well, it's not Tap and Die, it's Tap and Dudes.
Yeah, we were calling up the whole time, man.
Oh my God, I did miss out on the best part of the stream.
Yeah, you did.
Right.
Yeah, we just need to get what's his name back, and we could almost have a fan cast again. The guy in California.
Talking about Eric.
Eric, yeah.
Oh man, Eric, wherever you are right now, if you're listening to this podcast, I hope you're not under some pile of shit.
He was always driving.
Now you missed the stunning and brave part at the beginning, and Steph's trying to find it.
Well, not right now. So apparently NBC News called the immigrants trash.
Oh yeah.
And it started getting a whole bunch of backlash, and they deleted the tweet.
Yep, I heard.
And of course, there's a screenshot.
Yeah,
of course there is.
Florida DeSantis sending asylum seekers to Martha's Vineyard is like me taking my trash out and just driving to a different area where I live and just throwing my trash there. A founding member of the foundation says that helps refugees, NBC Latino, whatever. Excuse me. So yeah, they called them trash, and they started getting massive backlash, so they deleted it.
As a fellow spic, I can only say that statement might be anywhere between 50 to 75% true. So I really can't.
Trying to backwalk it because they're saying, "Oh, but he's Venezuelan."
Yeah.
Nazi fags.
Yeah. Thanks, Joe.
All right, I'm about to crack you know what, Joe? You deserve this one. I'm gonna crack open this first one for you.
Hey, there's another button we haven't played yet.
All right, I'm pretty sure which one it is.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Prime, you good? Oh, he's roboted.
Let's go.
Finally, it's not LMP for once.
Yeah, finally.
Prime, you all right?
It's gone bad, or it's not cold enough.
I don't know. Prime, can you hear me? Over.
I have held many balls.
So we were able to find her saying the word balls.
Yep.
Yeah,
it took me an hour and a half.
Right. That's high and low for that one.
I spent an hour and a half of her watching, of her listening to her talk, trying to find her say balls.
So when you told me about it, Seth, I tried to find one. I just couldn't. I just couldn't find it.
Oh my gosh, LMP, what are you like outside?
No, I am actually indoors. If you could hear that clearly, that is New York City out there.
God, that sounds awful.
New Jack City.
Oh man, I cannot stress enough just how much the city is getting worse and worse. We made some significant improvements in the city, and then some dipshit liberal mayor took over because people voted him in for whatever reason or another. Mr. Panderer, Mr. Come get a shot. You can get a free meal at McDonald's. Come get your $100 or this Marvel comic. Yes, you know who the hell you are, and you ran this shit.
Everything that guy just said is bullshit.
I will say it again. You ran this shit into the ground, sir. All right, let me stop there before I get this channel banned.
I'm pretty sure we got it banned earlier.
What did you guys say?
We'll talk about
Nazi
you.
fags.
Yeah, that would probably. Well, you don't understand. When he says it, it's okay.
Nazi fags.
It's stunning and brave.
I have held many balls.
He's gonna.
I'm gonna come.
You know what you need, don't you? You need Kamala saying stunning and brave.
Yes.
I'm telling you, Joe Biden is going to one day drop that forbidding word, and people will still defend them.
You mean he has 12 years ago? He said the second most forbidden word, the NE word, not the NI word.
Oh, he's getting there though. I think he'll drop it one day.
About Kamala or when Obama upstages him?
He's probably going to have a flashback and think that Obama is supposed to be there on his first birthday. Read into that how you will.
I'm back.
We already have a nigger mayor. We don't need any more nigger big shots. Nigger mayor. Nigger mayor.
Wait,
oh, shit. Oh, shit. There we go. Yeah.
That was Joe Biden.
Don't shoot us, YouTube. Don't send the FBI, YouTube.
All of a sudden, I look up in the right corner and like everything goes, oh, I thought it did. I thought, oh my gosh, dude, for a second, I thought it changed.
Oh my god. Well, listen, if it's on YouTube, it must be true, right?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, damn. I'm probably going to get a visit tonight. Not from the FBI, but from my ex.
Oh, yeah. She'll come over and say, don't touch my ass.
What ass? You don't have any. You just have hips. Stop trying to... I still don't get... Oh, what is it? The big juicy ass? I'm like, okay, you got some round cheeks. We'll give you that. But it ain't a big ass. You just have wide hips.
I thought you were talking about a face because you could... those chips are... Those could hold more nuts than a chipmunk. She probably tried too.
Probably is fucking. She is the definition of hee-haw.
European and other partners as we proceed.
Oh yeah, she's definitely in the donkey punching.
Style of radiological material to prevent terrorist groups from acquiring and using it. Look, the range of challenges Europe and the United States must take.
God, I feel stupid for having to watch him.
Broad and complex. I'm eager to hear. Nigger to hear next. I'm eager to hear.
Nigger to hear next. I'm eager to hear.
Yep,
nigger to hear next.
I'm eager to hear.
So,
nigger to hear next.
2 clips.
I'm eager to hear.
My gosh.
Hey, Seth.
Yo.
I made you a picture.
God, that is That works on so many levels.
Yes.
I'm gonna shut up.
About some of the most pressing issues of our time. I am Kamala Harris. My pronouns are she and her. I am a woman sitting at the table wearing a blue suit.
She had a look. What an idiot.
Good afternoon.
All right, so what? I mean, was that what you sent? No, that was what David sent. What'd you send? Oh,
I sent this. I was
That's
gonna
funny.
put "Make America Great" on the balloon, but I don't know.
well, it's like the Kyle Dunnigan where Biden's wearing a Trump hat.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
He said the word.
Yep, he said the word.
I don't know why I got so quiet and awkward just listening to it, but I don't know.
He said it, not me.
None of us said it.
Your heroes.
No.
There's your hero. There's your hero, everybody. Stunning and brave.
There you go. But
You're stunning and brave hero.
You don't understand. He was trying to point out how they're oppressed.
He was just using it like a homie, you know. He was just being familiar with the homies.
Just is like a certain politician one time said that she carried hot sauce in her bag.
What?
Oh. Yeah, that was on one of those egotistical talk shows that are only popular because the color of the skin.
Yeah. She's
Hey,
like,
hear-
I was carrying a bottle of hot sauce in my bag.
You want to hear what King Charles said?
My lords and members of the House of Commons, I am deeply grateful for the addresses of condolence by the House of Lords and the House of Commons, which so touchingly encompass what our late sovereign, my beloved mother, the Queen, meant to us all. But I'd like to make one thing straight. Charlie's in fucking charge now, and shit's about to get fucking real. As I stand before you today, I'd like to address some of the tyrannical shit I'm going to do as king. First off, America, we're taking you back. You cunts have been free for far too long. I will not have it. Australia, you're going to become a massive fuck-off prison again. Fuck you, cunts. India, you're safe. We don't really want you back anyway. Also, I'm bringing that thing back where, like, the king gets to fuck your wife the day you get married, if he wants to. That was a cool rule. Anyway, cunts, adios. I'm out of here. My lords.
I'll say this.
A prison.
If he had the balls to actually say that.
What's up, boy?
You're a little late. Hey,
Man.
sorry, man.
What a cool king.
I wish he had the balls to say that. I would actually respect him.
I know, right?
You cunts have been free far too long.
Be like, now I get to be a, what is it, a limey? A blimey? Whatever? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Kamala Harris says democracy is the biggest threat to national security. There's a clip for you.
Here's
¿Dónde los están llevando? ¿Dónde los están llevando?
LMP, why don't you just let him come to your house?
Huh? Oh, God, no. I can't deal with any more baggage. Shit. I'm already a mess of a human being as it is. You want me to mess up even more people? God, no. He'd probably be running out of you.
Ron DeSantis
Although-
is trending right now.
What's trending?
That's what I said. He's polling hot. He's polling second in the national polls right now.
Mm.
MSNBC reporter forced to admit live on air that migrants are not angry at Ron DeSantis and that they are actually thanking him for have brought them to Martha's Vineyard.
You know, the funny thing about all this is how Ron DeSantis literally gave him what essentially would be the American dream on a fucking platter. and the libs took it away from them immediately.
Yep.
Think about that for a second. Now, I know some people don't like what DeSantis did because they're saying, oh, he should have sent them back to their country and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, no. This is exactly what needed to happen. Somebody needed to say, you can't be doing this to us. You were the guys that wanted to take them in. You keep them. If anything, your place is much nicer than ours, and you can more than accommodate them. All of a sudden, now communism doesn't sound like a good thing. It doesn't sound feasible anymore. That whole, you share, the rich must share with the poor. Now, all of a sudden, it's a problem? Fuck off, man. This is what exactly needed to happen. And the man put his two balls, or maybe God knows how many he has, probably not even human, put them on the table and said, there, what are you going to do about it? Now, unfortunately, they did something about it. And by doing something about it, they do what Wakanda does. They kick my people out of their country. So,
well, Trump should appear with the former leader of Venezuela. The guy was kicked out 20 years ago.
I love how Twitter, like, if you say something, Twitter's like, most tweeters don't post replies like this. Would you like to edit it? Nope, tweet.
Well, as of the latest polls, Joe's 4 points down.
4 points down from what?
From yesterday.
That's hard to go from -4 to 0, from 0 to -4.
Deepest disapproval rate 54%, down from 58. So his approval rating is, his approval rating down. Yeah, so
he's sucking at manipulating his own approval rating there.
Yeah, he's like saying, "Oh, people are approving of me." No, Joe, you're quoting yesterday's news today. Like, polls are always a day or two behind the events, Joe. And I thought you didn't care about approval ratings, Joe.
That man's the biggest pussy out there, man. It's like that. You can't say anything to that guy without him losing his cool. Again, say what you will. If you don't like Trump, that's fine. Say what you will. But for everybody that ever called Trump pussy, saying he was emotional and everything, I'm like, all right, look at Joe. Joe can't handle criticism. He can't even handle a fuck you chant without breaking out like somebody just, I don't know, pissed on his mother.
Always got to blame. People are getting sick of him always blaming Republicans. You've been in office 2 years, man. You have a majority. You have a super majority with cackling Kamala in the Senate.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, what do you guys? What do y'all think about Mike Lindell getting raided?
Well,
fuck, what's going on with that?
Hmm.
What happened with that? I heard something happened to him, but I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know the details.
FBI raided him, took his phone and all kinds of stuff.
3 loads of FBI in SUVs blocked him off in a fast food place as he was in the drive-through to get his phone. And it's his work phone. And they haven't returned it to him, even though it takes less than 24 hours to clone a phone. And he's saying they've been contacting people on his contact list. They've been trying to get his bank to hand over bank statements. They're not after anything on Trump. They're after financial information. So they could go after who supports you. They could go after everybody. They're trying to destroy people.
Yeah, they really try to go for that Chinese credit score system here, where they start messing with you, monitoring everything that you're doing. I heard there was something going on now where banks they can actually deny your gun purchases by credit cards and everything.
Yeah, MasterCard. You try to go use MasterCard at a gun shop, and you'll get flagged and put on a watch list.
And you know what? That's what I understand. That's why they want to eliminate cash. But guess what? If that's the case, going to start making cash withdrawals and just start buying certain things. Pay cash.
The thing is, you have libertarians defending it by saying, but it's not the government doing it. It's like, government by it's called government by proxy, which
See-
the founders were against. That the government should not be interfering in any affairs of private business, because once the government starts picking and losers, it's government by proxy, right?
Well, guess what? Think of it like this: if there was a problem, let's put it like this: the government doesn't think there's a problem with it. If they thought there was a problem with it, they would have taken some action already. That already should be a big red flag for people to understand. And I understand that libertarians want to play that neutral role sometimes. Oh, we really just try to like be more about like how ideally the world should be, blah blah bullshit. You can't defend something like this. Like you got to really start growing a spine on things like this and start really calling out every little facet of everything that's wrong. And I really don't like this whole pseudo. I don't even know what to call it. It's not even that I have enough beer in my system. I've just had a long ass day, and my mind ain't exactly right sometimes. So there's that. Excuse me, gentlemen. But how are you going to say that there's nothing wrong with this because it's not the government doing it? Okay, so what if you want to purchase something and then you find out, hey, I can't buy a house or I can't buy a car because the bank found out I said one wrong thing about one wrong person once, and now they shut down my ability to get a loan or to purchase a house or to put it down on a business, whatever the case may be, right? Okay, I don't know too much about that.
Your job. They just say, hey, you ain't got a job anymore.
And the crazy part is there have been people, I already told you about one YouTuber that had the FBI displaced. It just straight up showed up at his house, started asking questions. He had to avoid YouTube for a while, and he hasn't been on YouTube. He just recently sort of showed up again. Like, that's the scary reality of the situation. These guys, if they started going after Mike Lindell, they started going after YouTubers, they start going after anybody else, what's to stop them to go after the common man at a certain point? And to say that this is fine, come on. I think people are just now really trying to like.
The problem is they started nice, you know. They pick a nice subject like violence. Oh, we're gonna ban calls for violence on YouTube, but then they start redefining calls to violence instead of just showing violence. It's talking about it, and it just keeps expanding until using the wrong pronoun is violence.
Well,
and violence is banned. It's the law.
I think there's more to it, and I think you know what, Channel Dad and I one time talked about this back on the show a couple years back. I know specifically when you were talking about it, Channel Dad, you were talking about it how society right now has this thing about we can't let men be men. We have to kind of like go through these levels of emasculation, making them weak, making them submissive, all this sort of thing. And I think that
because it comes down to the paranoid fears of safety. You know, it's feminism is about projecting their fears of insecurity onto everybody else. Oh, men do this many violent crimes. Men do this to women. Men do that to women. No, a small number of men do the majority of crimes. But you a group punishing us. So you don't like it when we generalize about women being nags, gold diggers, passive aggressive.
I could say something. I could say something. I could say something while we're on the subject, even though what I wanted to get at was the fact that this doesn't extend to men, this extends to everybody in general. How that's basically what it is about. They want to make us weak. They want to make us submissive. They want to make us dependent on the government. Yeah, they want us to make us feel helpless. It's classic abuse. It's abuse. It's what it is. You just they found a way to legalize abuse. And when we're on the subject of feminism and violent crimes, I'm pretty sure if there is a crime, if there is a type of weapon / criminal combination that is 100% effective, it'll be a woman with a coat hanger.
Hey, Al Capone said it all started with I started robbing banks to please my wife. That's a true statement.
You for real?
Yeah. He really it. And late in life when he was when he was a really old man. They interviewed him, and he started his career as a bank robber in New York. A lot of people don't know this. He was wanted by the New York State Police. They went to Chicago because at the time the states weren't cooperating with each other.
Damn! Now I learned something new.
He started his career as a bank robber to please his wife because his job, I think he was a butcher. He wasn't making enough money, so his wife told him to go out and rob a bank. So he did.
Well, that kind of changed my perception on him a little bit.
People don't understand. Passive aggressiveness is the leading cause of crime. What do you think? Half these people slinging drugs on the street, would they be there if their mums didn't tell them to go out and do it?
I mean, they got to pay rent somehow, right? It's not like they can go to McDonald's and get an honest job.
Well, it's true. But their careers were destroyed by their girlfriends, their mothers, their sisters, all telling them to go out and sling drugs instead of studying at school. Or the fact the only way to get a girl is to be a basketball star in certain communities. Yeah, you want to study the root causes of crime. You look at the relationships criminals have with their girlfriends.
I think it's almost like you ever watch. I know it's probably a bad example and a good example at the same time, but like you ever watch Law and Order? It's almost always how it's so over the top, so ridiculous, and some of the explanations for why some of those offenders turn to the crimes they do, and it's almost always as if they're trying to red pill you. Even though in the last couple of seasons they've done a 180 and in favor of
they come under attack for making police look good and for not portraying criminals as downtrodden victims of society.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. They were trying to really show you what a real criminal motivation looks like. You know, it's not somebody waking up and saying, "I want to rule the world." It's something
that wouldn't be. I would see nothing wrong with that necessarily. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like Law and Order SVU. It's a sickness. The guys literally tell you, "I don't know why I do it."
Yeah.
It is a sickness, but they won't treat it because there's too much money in the chaos.
Hey, you guys want to see something cool?
Yeah, sure.
Tommy, where you at?
He's muted, so he might be AFK again.
Wonder where Channel Dad is at. It's been a while since he caught us.
I'm still here. I'm just listening. Go ahead.
All right, so we've joined Truth Social.
Oh. Dum dum dum.
Yeah.
Only available in America for now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Truth Social only has a couple of servers at the moment, so.
Yep, we're on Truth Social. Oh, this was funny.
Wait a second. You're making $500,000 on this deal?
Roughly.
I cannot believe you.
I can explain.
You are making $500,000 and you were only going to pay me 30?
You're getting 30 grand? I'm getting 1,000.
You guys are getting paid?
Yeah. You guys are getting paid?
That's Hunter.
I hate how accurate that scene is. If you don't take it at literally, that scene is perfectly accurate.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
That was also a pretty decent movie. Not something that I would say super haha funny, but decent enough watch.
It was pretty good. Yeah, it had some good.
Yeah. And you can definitely tell. I know she's Hollywood. She's probably super liberal and whatnot. But Jennifer Aniston does take really, really good care of herself for an older chick. So,
yep,
that too.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, but she's no Sharon Stone. She really took care of herself for a long time. She really carried herself for like 20 years.
Listen, I don't know what you modern ladies' excuse is. These are women that are much like at least twice, if not three times your age now, looking better than y'all do in your 20s. Holy
Yeah.
shit! I especially here in New York City, I've seen some train wrecks. Like God, just. There's a time where, to paraphrase something that was said on King of the Hill, people like you maybe make me envy the deaf and the blind. So there you go. That's what I think about the people in New York City.
I forget who said it, but somebody said on I think it was TikTok of liberals of TikTok that showed the video of women lecturing. You have to destroy beauty. You have to destroy your good looks. It's racist. You're too good looking. You're making people of color feel bad about themselves, and they're actually shaming women into destroying their beauty because all these people of color feel bad about themselves. Yeah.
Hold up. Nobody decided to call that out as racist. The remark in itself. Holy shit.
Liberals of TikTok have shown time and time again. That's why they got taken off YouTube and Twitter, because they show time and time again who's the real racist.
Yeah. So it's like the ending of that.
And they also show you what's going on behind closed doors in liberal society, what they're really talking about.
Yeah, it's like the I think of two scenes in two different movies. Well, one is a documentary, but two scenes in two different movies. One is the ending of Cannibal Holocaust, where after showing how the footage was found and what the documentary team was actually doing to get the award-winning journalist footage, which is essentially committing war crimes in other countries. Essentially, he's asking the question of, I wonder who the real cannibals are, just to go to show you that these are just people that we really just look down upon, but yet they're just people who live amongst themselves and cause no issues, no problems. But we are the ones to go ahead and start shit. We are the ones to point out how ugly they are when we are the ones that discuss it.
Yeah.
So
in the 80s, ABC was caught giving money to Al Qaeda for stories. NBC film crews were caught faking war crimes by Syrians, with helping ISIS fake war crimes by Syria for news stories. BBC were faking war crimes by Israel with the help of Hamas for news stories.
Yep.
None of these organizations have been investigated. They faked war crimes to produce propaganda for terrorists.
Christ.
And the only punishment they get is a couple of exposés.
That's it. That's really all that ever gets. And
there is. They talk about a two-tier justice system. My God, it's a three-tier justice system where the media and the elite just basically lock arms and do as they please, hoping that none of it gets, hoping that the outrage doesn't build enough. And then you've got the government employees who decide not to prosecute anybody except to get people who give the wrong pronouns.
Oh, man. Excuse me.
There was a guy raided in California for using too much water. Yet down the road, the 7-Eleven was robbed by 38 people in 1 week.
They still have a 7-Eleven?
It was an independent, and they're gone now.
My God!
They got robbed out. They got robbed of everything. They had to close. They had no choice.
Who did?
But meanwhile, a guy gets raided for using too much water.
That sucks.
Go show you what perspective.
People are leaving California. You know why people are leaving California? A lot of them are saying our vote doesn't matter. No matter how many times we vote. I can't find anybody who voted for Gavin Newsom, yet somehow he got back in, people are saying. Why isn't that mainstream news? Because the mainstream media is protecting their monopoly. When the Republicans had a supermajority, the media was more scared that they would enforce the Federal Trade Act. NBC, ABC, and CNN are all guilty of cartelling. They've locked in prices, locked in advertising, and locked out competition.
I got a solution to all this. Let's make Alex Jones mainstream news. Make it happen.
He's trending right now.
Alex Jones was right. It's trending right now.
Is it? It was just Alex Jones a minute ago.
Well, yeah, it was. Alex Jones was right about everything was trending. Then it was Alex Jones was right. Yeah, and it's just they've shortened it just to Alex Jones.
Like, you know what?
Because he's got another lawsuit.
Pretty big, girl. I did it without the anesthesia. Well, local.
Tommy, what are you watching?
Go under. Like,
Oh, sorry. Something I'm going to share after the show.
Okay.
I just make sure it's the right video. It's kind of messed up.
Holy
Did you see
hot dogs?
Did you see Peter Ducey make Kareem dumbass stutter and stammer on the news?
Not exactly, but just before you dive into that, CollectorExpress just posted this on Facebook, and it looks friggin' sweet. Tommy, you might want to see this.
All eyes. Oh, wow.
The new Ghost Rider with the Hell Charger.
That looks sick, actually.
Oh, yeah.
What is that
Dude,
like?
It's a HasLabs, which means it's crowdfunded.
No.
I mean, is this based
to have
on
the flames on it or not?
Yeah, dude, that's freaking sweet.
Especially at doing a burnout. Oh, yeah.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Like, you can really set it up at the way you want. And which Ghost Rider is this one?
I don't know.
That's the one from the show.
Ah.
That's the TV show, right?
Yeah, because he had the Dodge Charger.
Yeah, I was going to
That's
say.
right.
Because the movie reboot was cancelled.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's got markings on his head like the one on the series.
Well, it's because they didn't want to do a skeleton. It was too much CGI. So they just did a mask.
It was, yeah. Disney's losing money. Warner Brothers is losing money. I mean, they're all losing money because all the big advertisers kind of got no reason to advertise because, you know, they're just running out. They've got no growth. You know what I mean? Anybody's going to buy from Walmart is already buying from Walmart, right? They're not. People are buying at Target, etc. They're not going to change. People who've got their Amazon can't find new customers to sign up for Amazon Prime.
Honestly, because aside from a few shows, what do you guys really watch on Amazon Prime?
Other than The Boys, nothing.
The Boys and the other superhero cartoon, though.
Invincible.
Invincible, yeah.
Okay. You take those two. Okay, I'll even go with the third, and the third is only because it just so happened to conveniently work for them that way, and that was the last Evangelion movie. That was like the only three things that I watched from Amazon Prime. Everything else I didn't even touch.
3 or 4? Was that
number 4?
Well, they did release 4. Oh, yeah. I didn't. I thought they re-released 3.
Yes, the creator finally got over his depression and released the last movie.
Yeah,
That was weird.
yeah. A lot of people were upset, but Evangelion is actually the first multiverse. It's actually a multiverse. It was actually revealed in the comic series that all the different franchises and all they're not reboots. They're all parallel stories.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's actually pretty cool. I will check out some of the manga and light novels at some point in the future. They actually do have interesting stories and what ifs and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I'll give that the series that.
I think there's one actually where Shinji gets married and goes through a normal life.
And that's pretty much. Well, I don't know if you've seen the last movie, and I don't want to spoil for you if you want to watch it. So,
yeah,
if you do,
they've taken elements of all the different stories into
yeah. But I think it was a solid enough movie. It was a solid enough way to end the series as far as the visual. But the whole thing was that and that was the only reason I even watched it was because Amazon Prime was the only place that was going to show the movie, the last movie after its release in Japan. There was no other way to watch it, so you kind of had to watch it to Amazon Prime. And I don't even think how should I say this? The other websites, let's leave it at that, we're going to be able to host them. So I kind of had the choice but to watch it through Amazon.
Yeah, other than Tubi, I don't think they have much choice anymore.
Yeah, and I think that was going to be more of a Sony call. I think it is. I don't remember. Who
Sony. See, for years, Sony, Chibi Studios, and all those have been controlled by Disney. I think I don't know if they still own parts of Chibi, but remember, after the Second World War, the American government took 20% of every Japanese businesses and handed to Americans.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about that, and the Japanese have been buying back those shares. But Disney has been gatekeeping and Sony for so long. Now, a lot of people don't understand this, right? Sony set up its franchises in America thinking they would control them forever. The problem is, when your subsidiaries get bigger than you, they can actually take you to court and take you over. So Sony right now is in a battle for its life, literally. And so the last thing they need is to give money to Disney, because they'll take the side of Sony America and keep propping them up.
Yeah, no, it's an ugly state, and I was watching the Sony. I know because Sony was going on about the Nintendo Direct announcement, so he wanted to hear some Zelda stuff, and then Sony announced their stuff that day for the Pain Station 5, and the one thing that I kept looking at when I was watching all these games reveals and thinking to myself, this is how far we've gotten into a 5th generation console in the modern era. How is it that we're on the 5 and the graphics are still at a 4 level? And don't even tell me, they're more sharper than the 4. I'm like, all right, listen. Until they start looking like legit photorealistic, then I don't want to start paying any more money for these graphics. Like, when are we getting to that point? When are we getting to the point that these games can function the way you have your VR games work? And it was sad because all I keep seeing is, let's rehash old IPs. Let's do what everybody else is doing. And let's just polish something that has already been polished numerous times so that people can just give it the money. It's getting very pathetic. I know I can say the same about a lot of other companies.
Do you play VR?
For me?
Yeah.
I tried it out once, and I'll be honest, I just couldn't get into it. I mean, maybe if I tried again, maybe. I don't know.
It gets... Are you wanting it for like a... See, like I got the Oculus.
Yeah.
And I can watch when a new movie comes out that's popular.
Mm-hmm.
I just jump on. It's called Big Screen, and somebody's playing it. It's basically like a chat room avatar thing where you create your own avatar,
it's like the internet how it used to be. People showing
this is
anything
what-
and everything, regardless
you
of
can
copyright.
show anything because it's your theater. If the movie's on your computer, you can stream it to your Oculus and everybody can see it. So like I can watch the new House of the Dragon and I don't have an HBO membership because it's always on there, the new one. So I like it for that, and I like playing poker.
Yeah, I mean, I could see, in all seriousness, like with something like VR, as someone who's been playing video games as far back into his single-digit years, as a kid. Yeah, no, I'm not that old, but the way the world feels like right now, might as well feel that way. VR was that one thing that we were all hoping that we get to the point where it feels so lifelike. You could even smell the texture on the game, right?
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah.
They actually have the smell things that attach to your helmet, and it tells it what to smell like.
Yeah, so I'm still, like, again, that's like a childhood fantasy that, like, I guess to some degree is already being fulfilled based upon what you're telling me again. Maybe I will give it a shot in the future, but I'll be fine. I'll be frank. I think I'm kind of like, maybe it's just being jaded and maybe it's just being tired of it all. I'm kind of done with most modern games. Like, I'm just like, all right, let me just go back and play some of the classics I never got to play before, whether it's through some legit sites or through some less legitimate means. But, let me play some of the older stuff I never got a chance to play. If they decide to support it nowadays, I'll consider getting a console. But I'll be also honest about this. I am not dropping no 500 on a PS5. I'm done with that, and I think I'm done with most modern consoles, to be honest. I would, however, I would say this.
Yeah.
I would consider getting a Steam Deck because Steam has been fucking fantastic, and I only wish I had picked that up sooner in life than later.
I was going to ask, Nintendo are shutting down. Now, they're not shutting down as a company, but they're shutting down the console gaming division as it stands now because of production problems. What are they replacing it with? That's what I'm wondering. Because I heard that they're going to do something like the Steam Deck, a virtual console. Because that's what the Steam Deck is.
Is the Steam Deck out yet, or is it? They still.
It is out, but only in selected areas. So it's out only in selected areas. But if you're you can get it online.
It's out, and I heard it's not exactly where it should be yet. So maybe with the second release, third release, they should probably work out all the issues with it. But it is out. It is out if you manage to get a hand on one of them.
Oh, thank you, Euler. Thank you, Euler. You made my day. Actually, you're the second person. Actually, somebody at random on Facebook said, "Hey, check out Dave's books. I just finished reading them. I love them." And I'm going, "Oh, wow. I didn't ask for that. But thanks." And now, Euler, thanks, yeah.
But I was absolutely amazed by... I go into the big screen and you'll talk to people that are in their 70s and 80 years old playing VR. And it's not like even like a small minority. It's about 50-50 you're going to meet someone around in their 50s or 60s playing VR right now.
I was watching a documentary on the downfall of Meta, and I'm thinking, geez, they're still open, right? Facebook's still going. But they're saying that people who started on Facebook 20 years ago are still on Facebook. It's the people in between who only start, the people who are 13, 14, 15. But when they finally got on the Facebook, they don't see the big deal of it, and they're going to and they're not staying.
Yeah.
And I can understand, because when I grew up, the only social media we have was playing online games.
Yeah.
And that's the world of VR right now. Whereas people growing up today, they're so used to social media that they want, they want Twitter, they want Instagram,
Now, David, if you get it, you can record yourself on your computer and actually have a show that you play in the theater. But your glasses you wear, for $35, they'll send you a prescription that clips into your lenses, so you don't have to wear your glasses while you wear it. You can even promote your book there. They have a book thing where you talk about your book and people. I think.
Yeah, I was. The problem is I don't have the hardware.
You don't need the hardware. It's all built into one. It's built in.
Yeah.
You don't need a PC.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't have the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you kind of need that. You do need that.
Yeah, it was 300. Now it's jumped up to 400.
Damn, man.
Yeah. And then the Pro's coming out in next month, I think. And when the Pro comes out, the regular Oculus will probably drop to 200. But it's anyone that has just got free time on their hand, that it's actually really fun. It's not. It's no cords hooked to it. You're completely cordless.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like the old versions where you had to be hooked up to a PC to even run it.
Okay, that doesn't sound too bad.
It runs on an Android system. So if you're familiar with Android, it's really good. But you can hook it up to your PC to play Steam games. See, anybody that plays Halo or Call of Duty, you can play Halo in VR or Call of Duty in VR, and it's still online matches.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard one of the that somebody's got a private server now for the older Halo.
No, it's not private. It's open. It's free too.
They brought it back, or they didn't shut it down because they said Steam. No. I thought Steam was shutting down the Halo Halo Infinite.
It's not by Steam.
Yeah,
it's actually on the Oculus for free. You can just jump in and play all the original Halo 1, 2, and 3 maps.
Because I was wondering, because I thought Microsoft had their own network.
I don't know how they get by with it, but they're allowed to do it because they rewrote it. It looks like the legit maps, but they redid it to where it's by them creating it. You can
that's
tell
what I mean by private servers. Yeah.
You can tell Taylor all the weapons are the same. You can even use a scope on the sniper and everything. It's just it's beneficial to have a big play area. So at least
Halo Alpha. That's what it's called.
Square is literally all you need, but it helps to have like an 8x8 square of free space.
Yeah, well, Halo Alpha is on the Xbox, so yeah. But Meta has lost for the first time in history 0.7% of its key demographics, and that wiped out 30 billion on the share price. Because, the company has been making most of its money on selling its shares, right? As they grow, sell more shares. Now they can't grow anymore. They have to buy back all their excess shares. It's costing them a fortune, right? That's what sunk Bed and Breakfast, the guy who jumped out of the building in New York. He spent $70 billion of his company's money buying back shares because as the company shrinks, they got to buy back the shares.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. That's why Facebook is in so much trouble, because as it shrinks, they got to buy back their shares.
Yeah, but they did state that the Oculus will be the #1 Christmas gift this year.
If it is, it'll be a comeback.
Yeah,
because
they've already seen it in Steam, because Steam automatically collects that you've unplugged your head to the your Oculus to the console.
Yeah.
And they said it has skyrocketed with the new games, that they're counting at least it's 15 million Oculus right now players.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's worldwide. Like, I'll be talking to someone from Iran and everything. Like, you hear the wildest debates on politics you've ever heard in your life. People will literally be pushing socialism, everything.
Oh my God. I'm already thinking about all you had to say was Iran, and immediately my mind went places with that.
Dude, LMP would thrive on that.
There's people that they do it for their YouTube channel, and they like, you know, the one that said he was talking about the AOC about the big booty.
Yeah.
I've met him. He is on there.
Alex Stein?
Alex Stein is on there and was like, oh, bullshit. He's like, I just released a video 2 minutes ago in this room. Check it out. And we went on his YouTube page, and it's him. And he goes to big screen every night to fuck with people about politics. They
That's
just
hilarious.
stop trolling everybody.
He was on Tim Pool last night.
Yeah.
Tim Poll, the poll sitter.
Yeah.
But a lot of big YouTubers are making video now in VR because it's getting popular with the younger crowd. Trying to, like, a lot of YouTubers stream their YouTube videos in big screen, so more people subscribe.
If only Terry A. Davis was still alive, we could have gotten him on Oculus. That man would have had probably the biggest channel. Holy.
But like, if you could think of a subject, because you're sitting in the houses, like you just walk into this house and there's people sitting on the couch and everything like that, and you will literally, there'll be subjects for anything from cars to people watching the football game to baseball game, all the way up to religious. They have church ceremonies in the Oculus.
Oh my God.
It gets wild. Like, you're not bored at any time.
All right, so that might be probably like the closest thing that we have to like a free space, a free platform, really.
Yeah, there's no censorship.
By the way, I forgot to mention, I don't need glasses for Oculus. I'm near blind. I can see this far perfectly.
Oh, well. Well, if like you're reading something,
yeah,
something like
I'll
that.
tell you what, I can read this perfectly without my glasses on.
Okay.
Everything else is
Now,
yeah.
If some people have the first experience with VR as using their phone with a cardboard box,
yeah.
That is nothing like what this VR is. There's depth. There's, like, you can pick up a ball and throw it 100 feet, and you'll actually see it until it's a speck and then disappears. Like, it is
better physics.
Well, they even got gloves that you put on. So, like, let's say
I
you
heard
pick
about
up a
those.
basketball, you would actually feel like you're holding a basketball, the texture and everything.
I think I think we definitely need church. But I think the problem with VR is they've got the wrong person selling it. I think Mark Zuckerberg has I think the wrong politics, the wrong connection with Gen Z, because he's losing Gen Z.
Yes. Well, see, that the problem, he's marketing it wrong.
He's marketing it to the people he sold Facebook to.
Yes.
And they're now in their 70s.
The problem is, well, the good thing is now is he doesn't control everything on the Oculus. Like, it's an open platform now. And that means we're getting God of War is going to be coming on there. The new God of War is going to be on there. The new Skyrim's going to be on there.
That's one of those games I always wanted to get into, but
which one, Skyrim?
Yeah.
Skyrim, yeah. I wanted to get into Skyrim, and then there's so many other games I wanted to get into. I just saw a new one. And it is on VR, by the way. It's a new, there's this space game on VR. You build your own ships with modules. You actually pick the modules. I saw the video for it, and I'm thinking, now that's great. They pick up the modules, and they actually put them together. You actually build the spaceship with your VR gloves. But it's not out yet. But it's not out
yet. Can you do the same thing but with waifus?
Huh?
Can I do the same thing but with waifus?
Yeah, there's a corner of VR for that we don't talk about.
All right, sold. I'm gonna try to get myself in that.
I'm sure you'll find it very quickly.
And,
knowing you, the search terms just automatically just spew from your mouth when you get asked for to pick your topics.
And then I'll start randomly having conversations with my my virtual wife, like that guy from Archer, Dr. Krieger, is it?
Yeah,
there is. You'll go on there. You'll say, "Hi, I'm LNP," and boom, #hentai live virtual wife waifus will all just automatically appear because you're on the database.
Be like, I only visited once. I only visited once, and then I'll be hit back like, yes, but you downloaded at least several gigabytes worth of memory of our content.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't help myself. I appreciate art.
So do I. I pay a guy to make art.
Yeah. Remember what he once says? If a certain uncle was still around right now, he would be like, 999, the boobs must jiggle.
Yes, the boobs must jiggle.
Nazi fags.
Yeah. But all hypocrisy aside of society, and society is very hypocritical, I can understand. I forget who said it, but he said Machiavellian is more popular today than it ever was when I was a gangster. You know, one of the former gangsters on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You say Machiavellian's society and its hypocrisy. It might be Michael Franchise. He wrote Mafia Democracy, but I'm not sure if he said it or not. You know, how Machiavellian is more popular today than it ever was back when he was a gangster. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's what's going on with most of society. You know, they go to church for forgiveness, then spend the next 6.5 days sinning.
I mean, coat hangers are more popular today than they were when they were originally invented. So there's that too.
Yeah, and then they wonder where all the children are gone.
Oof.
Hey, Seth, I'm going to put this in private chat. This is like one of the top realistic games in VR.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to
I'm looking
open
at
it up.
wheels. Is it safe to play on YouTube?
I just don't play the audio. But it's already on YouTube, so they didn't get a strike or nothing.
I got an ad for UNICEF. I got an ad for UNICEF that's longer than the clip.
Like this is pretty decent graphics for a VR game.
God, this looks like one of my nightmares. Okay, no, it just looks like a regular dream. Never mind. Yes, let's never venture into LMP's mind, people. You will probably be
Probably
asking.
see this, except it's AOC in a donkey suit.
God, what was I thinking at that point in my life?
But see, this guy,
Probably the same thing as me.
You got joysticks on the hand grip you can use to walk, or you can get these special shoes that have wheels on them. And when you roll your feet while you're sitting in a chair, it'll walk. Or you can just stand and walk, but you just have to have a pretty big play area.
Yeah.
That's what the sights of my wife's pistol look like.
Night sight. That's cool.
I have a dot in you because I have a Hellcat.
Channel Dad, would you play this game?
Probably not. I'd be throwing up in about 3 minutes.
You get used to it after a week. I promise you. A week of playing, you'll be used to it. And the way I did it is I did it probably the worst way. I downloaded a roller coaster game to get like the thing, and like I put it on extreme mode to cause motion sickness until it stopped giving me motion sickness. My wife just called me psycho.
This dude's good. He's going around one shot, one kills.
Oh, it's actually a lot easier shooting games with a VR than it is controller. You got a lot faster response time and everything.
The only problem is I have shaky hands, so I'll probably be shooting everything but my target.
But it's fun when you have this game on multiplayer and you can play with friends. It's like a hide and go seek game in this place.
So they're calling the new so the old Switch is now Nintendo Switch Lite, and the new Switch and the new console is called Switch. All right.
See, but if you notice, you have to reach down at your belt buckle to pull up another clip. Like it's not just going to automatically pop in your hand. You got to actually have the movement down.
Yeah, but I bring up Nintendo because they were one of the first into VR.
It goes in an M14, Seth.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were shooting M14s.
You know what I meant.
Magazine.
No, I didn't.
Magazine.
Say the right thing. Otherwise, people will kick you off YouTube.
Just don't get Grand Thumb.
Well, see, Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be on VR next at the end of this year or at the beginning of next year. And I'm curious to how that's going to go because that's going to be live too.
Yeah, now there's an interesting discussion. Do you think there's going to really be a Grand Theft Auto 6?
Yes.
Yeah, they put out a tech demo. They put out a tech demo the other day for selective testing.
Mean much. I mean, there is so much in the current. In fact, I'm playing GTA 5 now. My Linux box is finally updated.
Yeah.
Upgraded my.
We'll start to get leaks soon of GTA 6, and apparently they're using. What they've done is they've taken the Red Dead 2 engine, right, which they created which is basically their own customization of the Unreal Engine. Let's face it, we all know it. And what they've done is they're using the photo compression, right, that they invented themselves to create a bigger GTA.
Mm-hmm.
So they're taking 5 and putting a perimeter around it. So a lot of it will look familiar at first until you get to the outer suburbs.
Oh.
So a lot of people are wondering, like you, is there really going to be GTA 6 or is this a DLC?
Yeah.
For GTA Online or an upgrade to GTA Online. And a lot of people thinking, a GTA 6 is going to be just an upgrade to GTA Online. So I'm not, it's still going to be the 6th generation of GTA, but will it be a standalone game? Most people don't think so.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of content in 5. And some people have been playing it for 10 years. I've been playing it for not even a year and a half. But so I was, as opposed to a brand new game, I was more like, hey, let's update the engine, make a new area to go to, kind of like what Blizzard did with WoW until they completely screwed that game up.
Well, they're going back to that now, where you buy WoW. I forget which version it is, but it comes as a pack, and they've got the 3 of them together.
Yeah. Well, and now they've got the reboots of the classic.
Yeah, the classic is a standalone.
Yeah.
But what they're doing with this is only what they're saying is a possibility for GTA is that the new engine going forth will be a platform. And everything coming after that will be an add-on.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like GTA 6 will replace GTA Online.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Coffin Nails.
All right.
Hey, what's up, man?
The big show over? Is that why he's here?
He said he had family coming over.
Oh, okay.
That's why he couldn't come.
Yeah. Yeah, because I only did enough story mode to unlock online because I don't really care about story mode.
Well, GTA 6 is the reason why we're not getting Red Dead 3.
Hmm.
Well, until they finish it, you mean?
Damn, I'm
Well, that's what they hope. But it's going to be like, well, the same Rockstar is going to be like the other one with, Cyberpunk, where they go Cyberpunk, DLC for Cyberpunk, then they'll go back and do Witcher, a DLC for Witcher, then they'll do a DLC for Cyberpunk.
Gotcha.
And so GTA is going to be like that, where, right, you buy the new GTA, and everything that comes after that will be either an upgrade for GTA or an upgrade for Red Dead. There's going to be no Red Dead 3. It's just going to be Red Dead Redemption.
Right.
And everything is going to be an add-on.
All right. Well, gents, I'm gonna sorry to cut you guys off, but I'm gonna drop out right now. Also, my phone because I'm using this to chat with you guys. It's overheating, so I kind of have to step away, anyways. So
See, you shouldn't have
Yeah, I think
started downloads in the background.
about time for us to roll out too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just drop out. It was nice talking to you, gents. Catching up, especially you, Channel Dad. It's been forever. Give my regards to Kellogg's. I have been kind of lazy, so I don't know if she still does her Twitch thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I need to know a schedule so I know when to rate it with bullshit, so that she can start yelling at me.
I'll see if I can find your emails when I get the alert. Yeah, I finally I let her off the hook a few months ago that I was trolling her Twitch and by what. And,
oh my god!
We did it when we were living with my mother-in-law. She didn't believe me, so I took a picture of the screen with my phone and sent it to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna troll her with the favorite Overwatch character, Choice Scorpion Ninja.
Yeah.
She hated that shit. I think she lost her cool one time because I kept spamming her chat with that. Yeah. Oh man, those are fun times. I have to recreate them. But gentlemen, y'all have a good night. Good talking to you. And I will have to check out this VR thing a little more now.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna see if I watch a few videos on a few hentai sites and see what that's about. I have to make sure y'all left at least with one laugh. So good night.
Nazi fags.
Yeah, you too, Joe. You too.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Check us out tomorrow morning, 6:30 for Coffee and Gaming. Buy David's book. Subscribe to Channel Dad's channel. And you guys have a great night. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.